Hey, this your girl, Miss Yella Diva. I'm bringing you another episode of The Valley, Persian Style, Season 1, Episode 6, A Desert Storm. Okay. I know it's late, but if you are new here, welcome. We do reviews here. It's the Diva Nation, okay? And if you're returning, welcome back, y'all. Welcome back. Give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel, and we will begin. Oh, I know it's late, y'all. I know it's late. Your girl's been having some difficulties. Okay, life has been lifing. Okay, my car just got out the shop. I got to put a new engine in it. Now I need a new transmission. Okay, that new engine is running just fine. It towed the whole transmission up. Okay. So it's back in the shop. Okay, so life has been lifing, and I'm still in the process of moving. Okay, so your girl, she still we still trying to get these reviews out. I think Beverly Hills and Valley comes back on Thursday, and then Friday, I think Bell Collective comes back on Friday, and then the reunion for Potomac and Married to Medicine come on the Sunday. So I gotta keep these episodes coming. So bear with me, babies. All right. So so. The last episode, Gonessa walked up on Sky, told her she can leave because they in Palm Springs. She tried to pull the chair out like, Kenya did Kim Fields. And so then Sky walks off. She said, you are the Kleenex. I will drop you like my old Kleenex, and she did like this or some of that nature. Okay, so this is the continuation. She walks away and she pack her stuff. Okay, she pack her shit. Okay, she going home. She pack her shit. She ain't pack none of Bamshad shit. She pack. Now mind you, Bamshad still sitting at the table. He didn't go right behind his wife. No, he's still sitting at the table with all the rest of the people. She go in, pack her shit, and get on the phone and call the goddamn Uber. Okay. Like I said, Bamshad still sitting at the table. Bamshad in the confessional talking about, I don't see how this got all out of hand. I just don't like conflict. I don't like conflict. Well, your wife like conflict, so you better put up or shut up shit. Okay. So Tannen says that, I'm shocked that she brought up my discount that she gives me. And so Bamshad was like, I don't think she feels good about that. You don't know what the fuck she feel because you ain't behind her and asking her. You don't know what the hell she feel. I don't understand how they even got together. I don't see how their relationship lasted that long, honey. Anyway, Reza said he was like, okay, well let me go and see if I can get her to come back, right? So he goes and says, you need to come back and talk to your best friend. And so Sky was like, please get out of my face. Please get out of my face. And so Reza, a queen, he was like, wait a minute. He said, get a grip, honey. Okay, get a grip. You are the rudest person I've met in my fucking life. Okay, you are obnoxious, stuck up for no fucking reason at all. Shit now, okay? You remember you are a waitress from Sham Sherry. I don't even know what that restaurant is. You are a waitress from Sham Sherry, okay? I said, remember that. I don't even know what a sham sherry is, but that what he said. That what he said. Okay. 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 So then he go back out to the table. He said, she said, get the fuck out of my face. She ain't say that. She ain't say fuck now. She ain't say fuck. Okay. Okay. She ain't say all that. She just said, just please get out of my face, okay? She ain't say all that, okay? You got to remember the stuff that she said, okay? And so she said, Reza was like, Bamshad, you need to check on her because she leaving. Yeah, she calling her Uber and shit, and. So Bamshad said, goes to Sky. She said, listen, I'm sitting over here. I've already called my Uber. She ain't packed none of his shit, mind you. She ain't packed none of it. And she was like, you can stay till tomorrow. You ain't got to come home because I'm leaving. You can stay till tomorrow. You already sleeping in a separate bedroom. You better go on back home. You better be going back home. So they both go back home. But he said, I can't let my wife ride, alone back to the valley where she don't want to live, And I get that, because she it's Palm Springs. It's probably like dirt roads and shit, or not dirt roads, but like no lights and stuff, 2-lane highways and stuff, trying to get out of Palm Springs and shit. I don't know. It's probably dark. No, he can't let her ride by herself, and I don't blame you. Good for you. Good for you. Let me give you some claps for that. But you in the dog house, boo. You in the dog house, okay? Back at the table, Reza Jackson was like, "Damn, this is a good first date, And so he said, "But we got to figure something out because she is our friend." And Gigi was like, "I miss Dennis." No, you don't. No, you don't. Okay. So the next day, Sky and Bamshad is back at the house, and Sky is telling Bamshad how she feels. Okay, I felt like I was in a cage full of hyenas, but and she said, but you stayed with the hyenas when I left the table. You stayed with the hyenas, and she said apparently, and she talked to Reza about what they were talking about in the house. And so she said they were talking shit about me after I left too. Those people were talking shit about me after I left. And so she said Reza Jackson reached out and Gonessa reached out. But nobody else reached out, okay? Apparently. Meanwhile, in Palm Springs, Tannen don't have on none of her jewelry. Okay. Oh, let's go back. Let's go back at the table. Okay, so that night, I'm sorry, after she left, she after the Sky and Bamshad left, they get in the pool, and Reza Jackson and Courtney go back and smash, and what's her name, Adam and Gigi spying like they ain't got nothing else to do. They spying on Reza and Courtney through the window. Okay, yeah, that's what happened after they left. But then the next morning, Tana don't have on none of her jewelry. Okay, and Tana said, I think our friendship is one-sided. And she said that Sky doesn't never feels like she does anything wrong. And I agree. I do agree. She feel like she don't do anything wrong. I don't care what it is. She feel like she is Miss Perfect. And Bamshad, obviously, goes with it, because he just want to keep peace. I think that's what it is. He just want to keep peace. So back in the valley, okay, Sky tells Bamshad that he didn't stand up for her. And so Bamshad was like, well, I don't think I handled it well. I just froze. Sky was like, you freeze a lot. She said, you freeze a lot in our marriage. Okay. She said, it really affects me. Every time I need you the most, you freeze up. And so Bamshad was like, I fucked up. Bamshad is so nonchalant. Okay? He is so nonchalant. I want to know what is his sign, because he is so fucking nonchalant. He like, you know, I didn't get a bartender. I'll bartend. No problem. No problem. We're okay. I fucked up. Hey, it's just like nonchalant. Okay. I think that's how he deals with Sky. Because Sky's over the top and he's nonchalant. Okay. He's like, yeah, I got fucked up. I fucked up. Okay. Bamshad in confessional saying, my wife holds grudges and it's not healthy. Yeah, because you don't care. You don't care. I just need to know what sign he is. I'm gonna look up what sign he is. He sounds like a Pisces. Cause I'm really nonchalant too. But then sometimes I can be over the top too. So I got the best of both worlds here. Anyway, Gonessa, Lord Jesus. Because everybody back in the valley now. She looking at a $2.5 million house. And if she don't pay for it outright, to lease it is $14,000 a month. MJ live down the street and Dennis live down the street. And so that's where she want to live. Okay, in that neighborhood, okay. You better sell a lot of sex toys, baby. You better sell a lot of sex toys, okay? Because that's, well, I don't know. That may be the norm for California. I don't know, but that's a lot of money to me. Anyway, MJ meets with Mauricio. Mauricio has been on Real Housewives of Potomac. He has been on Real Housewives of Beverly Hills. Now he's on The Valley, Persian style. Next thing you know, he's gonna be on Married to Medicine. Shit, okay. Salt Lake City, okay. Jesus Christ, he making his rounds, ain't he? So, but he meets with Mauricio, and so, Mauricio asked what is her MJ's goals, and she said she want to make a cool meal. She said, he said, so how you gonna achieve that goal? She's like, well, I'm just gonna knock on doors. He was like, no, we ain't knocking on no goddamn doors. He didn't say that, but he ain't even knocking on. He said you need to build up your social media following, and he said you just need to be creative with your open houses. And he was like, and they make a plan for an open house that he's going to attend. So we'll see what happened with that. Greg and Tannen goes to dinner. They agree that their communication has gotten better, and they decided that they were going to throw a girls' night and a boys' night. Now, the girls' night was thrown by Tannen, but the boys' night was thrown by Reza. Why in the hell did Reza throw the boys' night? But anyway, Reza Jackson meets with Sky. Sky said Tannen is never going to be my best friend again. She didn't even reach out to me. You ain't reach out to her either. Because you always feel like that you are in the right. You ain't reach out to her either. Okay. You ain't reach out to her. Okay. So y'all both didn't reach out to each other. So don't blame her that she ain't reach out to you, because you ain't reach out to her either. Okay. Sky is goddamn delusional. Okay. She says everything that went wrong in our friendship was Tannen's fault. Okay.
Whack.
Whack. Okay.
Whack.
Okay. Girl.
Stop it. Get to me.
Okay. let me give you one last thing that I'm gonna give you, because I'm like,
Are you delusional? Do you suffer from a mental illness?
right, because it can't be everything that went wrong in y'all friendship was because of Tannen. It can't be. It can't be. You are delusional, child. You are delusional. Reza said, well, it didn't look good for you to put her oil on your dogs. And so she said, well, she knows how I feel about my dogs. They're like my kids, but they're not your kids. They're your dogs. I don't give a fuck how you feel about them. They still a dog. And the oil wasn't meant for dogs. It was meant for humans. Ma'am. So if you to put it on your kids, that's something different. But you put it on your dogs. But you blaming her for you putting her oil on your dogs. That's her fault that you put the oil on her dog. I mean on her on your dogs. That's her fault. Okay. Delusional, bitch. You are delusional. Anyway, Russell was like, you need to think about different perspectives. You basically need to see her side of this. Okay. You put her oil on your dogs. Okay. Anyway, Amir and Natasha talk about this deceased wife. I really and truly don't want to talk about this deceased wife anymore. And if this is your storyline, then after the medium, I was done. We don't need to talk about this deceased wife. Why? Why you? Y'all, that's not for us to know. That's between y'all, okay? Well, Natasha said don't bother her, but now she getting emotional and she crying, okay? Amir said it causes him anxiety because he thinks about losing Natasha too. They decide to go to her grave site in October. Moving on. Boys' night and girls' night. Okay, girls' night. Okay. Yes, honey. Yeah. They got fruit, cheese, shrimps, everything, honey. They got it down. Boys' night.
What the hell? Oh my God! No way! Yeah.
They got peanuts and potato chips or whatever. And I was just like, this is one of my favorite Sanford and Son episode when they said when Lamont and Rollo had them girls coming over and they pull out that little tray talking about we getting peanuts and potato chips, and she was like, this the stuff you take to the zoo to feed the animals. I said, shit. And that's exactly what I thought when they showed that table with this much stuff on there, table this big, this much stuff is about this much stuff, table this damn big. Okay, this much stuff. I was like, this is the stuff you take to the zoo to feed the animals, okay? Cause now, Tannis, the whole table was filled with beautiful arrangements, everything. Girl, there was like it boo tomato, okay? Anyway, you need to hang that up flat screen, okay? That's bad, okay? Anyway, so Reza Jackson that it smells like Badussi up in there. I said, goddamn, Badussi, booty, dick, and pussy. Okay? Badussi. Okay, I said, goddamn the bear. Okay. Um, the girls meet minus Sky. The boys' night, Bamshad arrives. Sky didn't arrive to girls' night, but Bamshad arrived to boys' night. Natasha said that she met up with Sky, and Sky is open to hear Tannen's side, but she can't trust her anymore. Tannen said, "Good, we on the same page." I know that's right. We on the same page because she said she take no accountability in our 6 years of friendship. She didn't take no accountability for nothing, and I don't blame her. Now Natasha said, "Go Nessa." She said that Sky said that she was dangerous, she was unsafe, and it wasn't her first time to go off on somebody. And she said she has a history that she attacked somebody in the parking lot. Okay, so Gonessa get mad talking about, oh, to bring that up, she done. Gonessa was like, she shit on me, I can shit back, and I eat a lot of fiber. Ew. That's nasty as shit. Okay. Ew. But the thing about it is, though, I'm like, Gonessa, listen, people gonna bring up your past. That's what they do. You on a reality show. Why you getting pissed off about? I'm sorry. I didn't put that on there. Okay. Why you getting pissed off about somebody bringing up your past? You should just learn to live with it. Be like, that was in my past, and that's it. It shouldn't get to you anymore. It shouldn't get to you anymore. Anyway, so the boys' night, Bamshad said that Sky never disrespected anyone for living in the valley, but he looked at Greg and said, "But you disrespected my wife and my family." Bamshad said that Greg said, "Well, why did you say something at that time? Why you ain't say nothing at that time? Why you wait till now? Why you ain't say nothing then? Shit. We could have squashed that then. Why you wait and say something?" I know that's right. I know that's right. Why you wait? And so Bombshot said, "Yeah, you right. You right. I shouldn't said something, but I did not, He said I didn't, and I ain't defend her either." So Bombshot, what the fuck you talking about then? But he said we need to give her time. Okay, you have all the time you want, honey. We don't really give a fuck about Sky. Okay, so Dennis and Gigi and Amir meet at the warehouse with the sex toys, and Amir is Gigi's go between or whatever. So she was like, if you feel like he going off the beaten path and not just talking about business, you need to step in. So that's where what's his name, Amir is Gigi's go between, because apparently she can't talk to Dennis because Dennis gaslight her all day long and twice on Sunday. So he is basically, to prevent him from gaslighting her, because then she get pissed off, and then she can't do She can't do no business. You gonna have to get over there, boo. You gonna have to get over there. Okay. She got two options though. She got two options. Okay. Now she got an option where she is it's a licensing deal, and she just gets a check every month, and that'd be it. Or she can be partners, and she could get 25%. I think you should take the licensing deal only because you can't deal with Dennis. And if you gonna be a partner with Dennis, he gonna gaslight you, and you gonna get pissed off, and you gonna be having to smoke weed and shit like that, and you be going off and shit like that. You just get this little money, this little check every month, and go about your business. Okay, pay your little mortgage, and go about your business. Okay, make sure it's more than $14,000. Okay, okay, and go about your business. Because if you gonna try to be a partner with him, I don't think it's gonna last. So I suggest that you take the first option and not the second option. Okay, because you can't. Because Dennis gaslights you all day long and twice on Sunday. And then you get pissed off, and then, and then that's how you fucked it up the first time. Just go on and get your license and deal, and just get your check every month. Put your face is on the name of the thing, on the box. Your face, your likeness, and your name and stuff is on the box. And that's what you get. You get a check every month. Make sure it's more than your mortgage, and be done with it, girl. Okay, don't be bothered with him, because y'all ain't gonna work out. I don't know how y'all was quote unquote best friends for 13 years when he gaslight you the whole way. Okay. Anyway, Gigi gets some anal stuff for her friend, whoever friend was. Maybe it was Adam. I don't know. Reza Jackson meets Sky and special guest Tannen, but she don't know that just yet. Sky said that Reza H didn't apologize. He apologized to Bamshad, but he didn't apologize to me. Bamshad did apologize to Bamshad. I forgot to write that down, but he did apologize to Bamshad. But he said he don't know how to talk to Sky, because she crazy like that, for lack of a better word. So then Tana walks in. Sky said, "Why the fuck she here? I hate an ambush." And that's where it ended. Okay, so give me a thumbs up. Like and share and comment and subscribe to my channel. And I'll see you in the next video. Peace, y'all.